However do you want it? However do you need it? However do you want it? However do you need it? However do you want it? However do you need it? However do you want 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 it?
Knock it louder, sugar. I can hear you.
Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping. And the jam is bumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping.
Step to the rhythm, step to the right. I got it open mouth, so watch your own get inside. Turn on, do what you and that's why. Please rock like peace to a high. Hey, 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 ladies.
Come on, girls.
Hey, 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 hey,
You believe in love?
hey, ladies.
'Cause I got something to say about it. And it goes something like this. I'm free. Let's go. I'm free. I'm That's the end?
Screwing up. Tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Yeah, Freestyle Friday number 17. My name is E-Double, his name is Tom Petty, and here we go. Small pond, big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemical, some Play-Doh imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice. Acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbose, cause if it's plain English, then it's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked. When they know what's up, you might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks. No
I'm the type of hater
Yeah.
where my what's it called? My kids are gonna be the haters of the people that I hate too. That's the type of hater I am.
So you're breeding legacy hate.
Legacy hate, bro.
And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
I know who number one is. Oh,
who's
wait,
number one?
wait.
No. Don't go on. So who's number one? Nerd City?
Nerd City, yeah. That's number one.
Toxic wants a proper intro. Should we give Toxic a proper
We're
intro?
done? We're up. We're up.
Yeah, we're up. We've been up for a while. But you were spitting and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Sorry about me spitting. Anyways, guys, hey, hello, welcome to Peepaw Riveter's stream. Today I'm joined by Peepaw Riveter.
You know what?
And also
Thank
I'm
you.
here.
Thank you, Seth. My favorite little cheese Danish. Thank you. You know, I haven't done one of these in a while.
How long has it been?
It's been like what? Shit, 3 weeks or so.
3 weeks?
Something like that. Yeah, let me go look. I'll see. Hang on here. When was the last time the old fat man did a stream? Listen, it's been so long. People thought that like the channel was dead and shit. Can you believe that?
I mean, I'm not gonna comment on that.
2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago since I did a live stream.
2 weeks?
Well, actually, maybe closer to 3. I don't know.
Well, it's not that long.
But you know what? I don't live 24/7 on the internet anymore.
Why not?
I find well, okay, let me back up. And it's not that I don't I do you know, I spend a lot because of my job. I'm on computers and the internet and stuff, whatever. But I don't like constantly hang on Twitter no more. And I'm not constantly in live streams anymore. Right?
Why not though?
Because it's brain rot for the simplest terms. It's just fucking brain rot.
Yeah, you do be sending me a lot of those AI things, bro. You're like a 60-year-old, bro. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, my mom, her exposure to social media is Facebook, right? And those AI videos have like, especially like the little baby AI videos, right? Yeah. Those damn things are just everywhere all over Facebook, right? So she'll be sending me like constantly, and she discovered Facebook Messenger, right? The little chat program that they have, right? So she DMs me all those video stuff all the time, and if it's not her doing that, my wife is obsessed with these videos where they have like these different chickens. And they do voiceovers telling like stupid, corny, like dad jokes over these chicken AI videos and stuff. It's the craziest thing in the world. I swear to God, it is. And it's just, and so I get a constant feed of like that. And then my middle brother, because I've got 2 brothers, my middle brother, he sends me all the damn Bigfoot AI videos that, you know, that are now out there everywhere.
Is that the brother I know or the one I don't know?
This is the one you've never talked. This guy, he doesn't even know what the internet is.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I wish to live his life, bro.
No, the only time he uses the internet like is like if he wants to watch a little video clip or something like that off of Facebook. Again, he doesn't even have a computer. I mean, he has a phone that every once in a while I can call him and he'll answer, but 90% of the time I have to wait for him to call me because he's either like always, him and his wife, they go like camping and hiking, and they have a pontoon boat, and so like a camper trailer they pull, and so they're
like normal people.
They are 100% off. Yeah, normal people, right? They have a huge garden.
How does that happen? How your parents let you get all weirded out and then your brother just gets to be normal?
I don't think I'm necessarily weirded out. It is maybe a little bit strange that a person who's my age, you know, is on the internet and makes videos and streams and does that kind of stuff. I think that may be a little bit, you know, because I'm like right at the beginning of the whole Gen X age demographic, but I think it's just because of my job, because I was always around computers, and it just, you know.
Fair enough.
But anyway,
I'll allow it.
You want to get into some gay drama?
Yeah, I want to get into some gay drama.
Okay. So, well, all right. But I think before we get into gay drama, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I have some stuff to give away. Yes, I can give away. Yeah, I'm gonna give away some memberships to the channel.
Why are we doing that?
because YouTube gives me 10 memberships every month. And so I'm going to give them away real quick before we get into this too quick.
I like beer.
Let's see who all is going to get a membership on this first round. Let's see. We got
I like beer.
Handstand Designs, Gage Ludwig, OCC Modder. Who is this? Haverman,
I like
Dante
beer.
Pedrosa. Okay, so let's
yeah.
yeah. So let's see here. Let's see. I got 5 more. So let's give up those as well. Let's see who else is gonna get them. Then we'll get into the gay drama because this is literally Hollywood Huggy.
I like beer.
One of my favorite people in the whole wide world, and
like
a huge
beer.
supporter of Peepaw Riveter. Pizzo, Jessica
Yeah.
Pizzo got. How the hell did
like
she get it?
beer.
Pizzo don't even come and watch my streams and do anything. She just abandoned me.
Beer.
Let's see here. Slade,
I like beer.
Mickon, I guess you'd say. So anyway, and Joe, freaking Hollywood. Well, Hollywood, go back and look at some of my past stuff. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So. Anyway, Toxic and Liana, I think they got robbed because they did. Listen, guys, I think I got like a $2 membership tier or some shit. It's not that expensive. Quit being a tight ass. Just get your own memberships. You know, it ain't that big. Oh, and one other thing before we get into this gay drama. I've left Teespring, guys. It wasn't just me. There was creators all across the spectrum, big, large, small, you name it, and they were all having problems. T-Spectrum or Teespring rather, was not getting out orders in a timely manner. Matter of fact, poor Nietzsche ordered I think a hoodie it was, back at the beginning of the year. She still has not got it. And I've reached out and I've raised 3 kinds of hell with them and just chewed them and, what from one side down the other side. She's reached out to them and they just say, wait. I really, truly, hopefully hope that she gets one, gets that Teespring soon. I really do hope she gets it. But anyway, I've moved to another one. I've ordered several different samplings from it. You can go to merch links or whatever, and it's there. It's good quality.
Like beer.
What is that? Oh, Liana Taylor, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. You're a queen. I don't care what they say about you. You're a queen. Anyway, happy 4th of July. Yes, today is American Independence Day. This is the day we declared independence, and we celebrate
that's
that.
why you're not out of work. Oh
That's
my God,
correct.
it all makes sense.
Yeah. Nietzsche says she could have filed for a refund, but she's going to wait because she wants to see just how long it takes. I know Liana had ordered some stuff from him, and it took them for several months to get it. It's ridiculous. I have no control over them. Oh, Liana sent 10 memberships. Thank you, Liana. You're such a sweetheart. I appreciate you. Dysfunctional Mind, Karen McAdam, Moody Morgan, Voltage Mike,
I like beer.
Zero Core, Kevin Z,
I like
Neon
beer.
Trion, Kangaloop, Wookie Z.
I like beer.
Thank you. Boy, I tell you what, if this keeps up,
Beer.
Bobby's going to be drunk before he gets back on Hulu.
I like beer.
Yes, I know, Bobby, you alcoholic. Good Lord.
I like beer.
I haven't watched that yet. I really want to watch it.
Well, I don't think it's on quite yet. I think it's coming up, though.
I like beer.
Bobby is an adult now. He's loud. I understand, but I don't have the adult Bobby. Mine's still from that episode where he went out and got drunk with his buddies. So, but anyway, thank you, Liana Taylor, for those 10 gifted. I appreciate it. You're a sweetheart.
Yeah,
All right.
good.
So, anyway, like I say, I've got a new merch store with a new company. I ordered, 5 or 6 items, and stuff from family members and what have you. Hoodies, travel coffee mugs. I can't remember what all else I got. T-shirts and everything. All real good quality. Because I did not want to advertise it or have anything to do with it till I bought it myself to see the quality of it, because I don't want you guys getting crap. Am I going to send condolences to Homer Simpson? Why? Why would I send condolences to Homer Simpson? He's freaking cartoon. So, JFA, can I get an official Peepaw computer and mic? No, you can't, JFA, because the masses and masses of my detractors and haters ruined that for everybody. They killed that entrepreneurial spirit inside of me. And so...
Entrepreneur? I'm not sure that's the right word. I think you're thinking of philanthropic or something.
Entrepreneurial is to go out and to make money, and then you can turn around and do philanthropy with it. Yes, but anyway, yeah, they cost you a computer, JFA, 100%. They really did. Nietzsche, you won't get a refund from Teespring. The guy who was processing my refund kept saying it's in the process being sent to the finance team and never emailed me again. Law, oh my, never mind then. Well, yeah, listen, Teespring, I would not be shocked nor surprised if that they don't end up in some sort of like class action litigation. I'll be honest with you. That's how, to the level of incompetency they're at. So, but anyway, enough of the jibber jabber. I've jibber jabbered enough. Let's get into the gay drama. All right. So, last month, as everyone knows, was Pride Month. And as a ally to gay people and the LGBTQ community, I try to do what I can. I don't go to gay parade. I don't go to the Pride parade stuff because it gets too freaky for me. But like I do other things. I have friends that are gay, and and so I support them in whatever in any way I can. Just let them be and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, also last month was VidCon, and one of everybody's favorite gay, I guess I don't know if whatever Bo Blacks is, because this is where I get canceled, because I'm not going to identify him correctly and I'm not going to use the right, I'm sure, everything. But anyway, Bo Blacks went to VidCon, and he met up with this other creator.
How do you think he got the money to go there?
You know what? I really and truly, I don't know. I do know that he got rid of his car, his Tesla that he had.
Sold his Tesla, and instead of paying off his mortgage, he went to fucking VidCon.
Maybe. Or maybe his OnlyFans thing took off.
Maybe.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's none of my business where Bo Black's got the money. Bo Blacks gets, however, I mean, maybe he got some YouTube royalty checks. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Bo Blacks went to VidCon, and he met up with this other creator by the name of the GamingOtter. Now, I don't know anything about this guy. I never heard anything about this guy. Until this thing arose and it happened at VidCon. And this first came out, this is coming from, let's see here. I want to go, yeah, we'll just go with this. This was coming from why is my chat, hang on a second, guys. I got to get the chat over here because it's, anyway, there we go. That's a little bit better on the screen. Anyway, so this is from a Twitter account, Shamu. I don't know who Shamu is, but he says there was drama at VidCon with Bo Blacks not being invited to any parties, so he spent his time feeding and being fed flan by another man who goes by Otter. Viewer discretion is advised. So this was the first time I've seen some people, of course, People don't like Bo Blacks. They're kind of going after Bo Blacks these days. I've remained silent for the most part on this. This was a breakdown of friendships. There was hurt feelings, and so whenever there's friendships and whatever, and they start kind of being ugly with each other, I don't know. There's always a he said, she said, or whatever he said type thing, and so you really don't know what you're gonna get when it's all said and done. But anyway, this video came out of Bo Blacks. They're of course on the right. And this guy, the GamingOtter, having a little, I guess, streaming time together. They were a video collaboration, whatever. Anyway, have you seen this? No, you haven't, because you've gotten off of Twitter, right?
Yep, no Twitter.
All right, so this is all going to kind of be like fresh stuff for you, right? You're
Yeah,
what?
no, I have no clue. The title says something about Tipster. We haven't even mentioned Tipster yet. I don't know where we're at, bro.
Okay, so we'll go get to Tipster, because this was the tip of the iceberg, and then more and more of this iceberg got revealed. And so anyway, so let's watch this, because I think this is where it all kind of started, I feel, and I think we'll start here.
All right, folks, I'm here with my good friend Bo Blacks here. I met him at VidCon. He literally, this man.
No, first, right off
Oh my god, the gay accent, bro. The gay accent is crazy on this motherfucker.
Yeah, this is gay drama. When I said gay drama, I was not exaggerating. This is Pride Month, and there was gay, and we have 3 gay people, or members of the LGBTQ community, I guess, that were fighting each other during Pride Month.
Okay, who's the third one?
We got Tipster. We got this guy here on the left. GamingOtter. Don't start questioning that, because that's part of the problem. This guy here on the left, this GamingOtter, was questioning Tipster's homosexuality or pansexuality, whatever.
I mean, I'll believe it.
Listen. Evidently, for validation of of Tipster having it, we're going to get into this, but to validate his gayness, basically a homeboy here, Otter, whatever his name is, question whether or not if Tipster had ever, glocked.
Okay.
And evidently, if you don't, was it glean the glizzy, then you're not gay. I don't. Listen, I don't understand the rules to the whole what is gay or not gay, or why are you gay or you're not. I don't understand. If a person says they're gay, I take them at their word. I don't have to have evidence, right? But evidently, when we get into this stream, you're going to hear. Anyway, this is going to be a long story, guys. So if you need to go get your snacks, if you need to get your breakfast, granola bars, cups of coffee, whatever, I understand. But this was going to be. But anyway, so we have Bo Blacks, who is part of the community. We've got this GamingOtter, who's part of the community. There's actually kind of 4. We've got Bo Blacks, the Otter guy here, Tipster, and Nerdy John. Okay. Is going to be part of the story.
Too. Yeah.
And what, JFA, why are you sending me stuff? Yeah, I know about that. JFA. Thanks for the heads up, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried. But this channel's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter if I get taken down. It doesn't matter. So, whatever. They can take me down. Kill me. But
what did he send you? Did he send you, like...
Okay, so... Okay... No, so the GamingOtter, this guy here on the left, he has a rabid, and when I say rabid, I mean extremely rabid support base. And there was a person in Nerdy John's chat last night that was, and I've got the screenshots, and we're going to go over all this. It's kind of jumping ahead of the story a little bit, but this person was trying to dox Tipster, was threatening to take down not only Tipster's channel but Nerdy John's channel. Was making accusations in the chat that they'd done this before to other channels. Just totally unhinged stuff, man.
Okay.
It's just Toxic says, "Wow, JFA, I never get those heads." Toxic, JFA doesn't like you. I don't know why, but for some reason he likes me, and I appreciate the heads up, JFA.
You know what? Knowing that JFA does not like Toxic,
yeah,
I think I like JFA now.
You like JFA?
Yeah, I've changed my opinion on him. Now I like him.
JFA says, "Toxic, you produce nothing to the world." That's not true. Listen, right now Toxic's on holiday with his one and only his little boo thing.
His little boo thing.
You know what, little boo thing. Do thing. But when he gets back, he's going to be on that grind, and we're going to be making more.
I don't think that's a promise that you can make, knowing Toxic's work ethic.
Well, I think I can guilt him into it, because we're going to start making more of the, piplup and peepaw, piplup, whatever, whatever that is, the body cam stuff. Yeah. And and if Law Cow doesn't totally implode between now and when he gets back, I'm sure he's going to be making more Law Cow catch-up stuff. So, anyway. But, so anyways, these two guys, one thing I found was really weird. He meets up with Bo Blacks here at VidCon, and he's automatically like Fast and Furious best friends with him.
Okay, yeah. Do you think, just purely based on the fact that I just heard this guy's gay accent?
Yeah.
Do you think they had sex?
Well, we're going to get into that.
Oh, okay, go on.
So let's watch the rest of this video, because this is some creepy. I think I'll get your reaction. I don't want to spoil it or step all over it. But anyway, here we go.
Saved my convention. So we're gonna get him some lovely flan. I'm gonna try.
What the fuck is okay? Let me back this up just a smidgen. I want you to watch this left-hand side, or I guess it would be maybe the right. We're Bo Blacks. Of course, the rest of his body is off stream, right? But I want you just to watch his, like, right in here, like where his boob would be on his left-hand side of his body. Watch that and tell me, see if you see what I see.
Flan. I'm gonna try a little piece together.
Okay, it looks like he's shaking his titty.
Why? Is that, or is
I think, I'm gonna be real. I think the issue is he's got too much titty.
Yeah.
And he's bouncing his damn leg.
That could be
He's bouncing his body like a autistic motherfucker.
Okay, you know okay, sure. And why would you do this in vertical format versus taking the phone or whatever?
By the way,
yeah, making it wide.
Okay, well, I don't got the answer. By the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Nat. Alright, play the vid.
Okay.
For dessert. So, anyway, we're gonna just do this.
Okay, wait, hold on. Why is this like some kind of special flan? Or is he just like, I want to film my buddy eating flan?
It's special. This is like flan like you've never seen before, Seth.
Okay.
All right. So hang on. Let's finish watching the flan.
Being weirdos.
Oh, yeah.
You got your spoon? Yeah. Go ahead, open it. So, here, I'll feed you. Yeah, I'm feeding you like him. You gotta be controversial, right? Yeah. So here you go. Here you go, Bo Blacks.
That is controversial. I don't like the way he's making. Oh, can you turn this off? What the fuck?
What? Why can't two members of the LGBT community feed each other flan? Why can't that be a thing,
I don't like
Seth?
the way he's looking, bro. I don't like the way he's looking at the camera.
I mean, look, there's ecstasy on his face and pure anticipation on Bo Blacks's. This is a good thing. Bo Blacks needs friends right now, right? Because all of his friends have kind of walked away from him, and he's made, and they're bonding over flan. I can't think of a better thing to bond over. Come on.
Okay, listen, bro. I'd be Bo Black's friend, but if I have to look lustfully at the camera while I'm being fed flan to do that, then I wouldn't do it.
Now here's the question. So GamingOtter feeds Bo Blacks, right? As a true, like an act of servitude, right? Like right
Yeah.
now. So the question is Bo Blacks going to reciprocate, or is he going to be selfish? Because it's not just it's not
he's gonna reciprocate. That's the type of guy he is.
Because it's not about just giving; it's also about receiving too, right?
I see what you're saying, but I think he's a giver. I think in general, Bo Blacks is a giver, bro.
All right. Well, hang on. Let's just see if Bo Blacks reciprocates here.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
How does that feel?
How's it feel? Oh, Lord, God, fuck. Oh, this is
Why?
I don't know.
Does this bother you? Does this bother you?
Uncomfortable.
You will watch. Hang on. You will watch a demented dude cook a meal on a nasty ass moldy mattress, and think that's fine. But this bothers you? Two gay guys enjoying flan together is problematic.
Well, I'm not a germaphobe. I'm a homophobe, bro.
You're homophobe. Oh my God.
Dude, listen. I'm as gay as they come, okay? I like me a little bit of pussy, okay? But you do not have to be a cigarette about it, bro.
Okay, well, hang on. I want to see if Bo Black gives. Come on now.
All right. Yeah, you can feed me my next slice. I love it.
Oh, did you hear that? Bo Black must have been really good.
I told you he was a giver, bro.
You know, I think honestly that because Bo Blacks didn't right, but he did. So is Bo Blacks a better giver? You think?
Maybe he just likes flan better.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Bo Blacks is kind of new to flan. I think that's the.
Yeah.
He hasn't always been into flan.
Well,
hey, people.
Yeah. Oh, we're joined by Toxic. How you doing, buddy?
How does my flan taste going down your throat?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I've never had flan, so I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck that even is.
Flan is a dessert that is, and please, I'm sure if I get this wrong, I will be ripped to shreds on this. It is a dessert that is primarily from like Mexico. So it's from the Mexican culture, and it is made using, I think, like evaporated milk. It's kind of like a pudding consistency, I believe.
Yeah, it's just a milk pudding with like
Yeah.
caramel on top.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Or-
I'm sorry. Mr. Gamer says Spain, not Mexico. All right, my apologies. I've only seen it like offered in Mexican restaurants that I've been in. I've visited, or whatever, went and eat at. So that's why I was saying Mexican culture. So Mr. Gamer, thank you for the correction. I appreciate that. So, but yeah, anyway, but you want to hang out with us for a little and go over this Toxic?
Sure.
All right.
It's been a bit since I've reacted to some good, juicy drama.
But this is not just good juicy drama. This is gay drama.
Goosey. That's
Well,
gay drama abbreviated. Goosey drama.
That's how I want to spend my July 4th.
Is talking about fireworks. Fireworks
Yep.
between gay people, I think, are the best, right?
Yep.
So, anyway, I'm sure that the GamingOtter and Bo Blacks probably talked about some of his recent, dramas and stuff. Because anyway, Tipster puts out a tweet. And he has a copy of an email that he received saying, Bo Black's new bestie emailed me with a skull emoji. And it says says Nick, has all that blocked out, so we don't get all the full stuff. Says Menudo, is that how you say it? Menudo?
His tagline is Menudo.
Well, I don't. I know Tipster was always back in the day. Used to always talk a lot about his mom. You know, I know that's another dish within.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, he says, "Hey man, still in the L.A. area? I heard you on stream. You would be down with buying you Menudo. If you want, I am game. Let's talk. I mean it sincerely, Nick."
Okay.
So.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so he shares this, and then he goes on to show. It says he just wants to feed me the way he fed Bo Black. So now, evidently, it wasn't just the flan. He has, this is a picture of the flan, but evidently they shared. Looks like what is a burrito, which some could say is a phallic symbol, right?
I was gonna say hot dog.
Hot dog. Well, anyway,
Both are phallic shaped, I think.
Well, one, I would say the flan is there's some connotation with that, I think, right? I mean, it's creamy, it's white,
with brown caramel on top. I don't think. I
think we're giving these people a little too much credit.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now, come on, go with me here. So anyway, so Tipster and this guy start going back and forth. Now, when I was watching the quote interview last night on Nerdy John, and we're going to get to that here in a minute, guys. But Nerdy John invited the Gaming Otter on or whatever. I did not know this, but evidently the Gaming Otter and Tipster go way back. Clear back to the Susie Lou era. And some of you guys may not know about that, but that was, Tipster... When Tipster was kind of leaving the gaming, making gaming content, streaming gameplay and stuff like that, Resident Evil type stuff, one of his big breakout commentary deals was Susie Lou and her alleged, I'll say it that way, skirting of copyright laws, because she would make these react videos where she was watching different anime, and she had it like washed out down in the corner of the screen, and people were saying this was not fair use.
Well, at first she was the one down, washed out at the bottom of the screen, and then people started ragging on her, so she changed them.
Yeah. This.
But that was a good saga.
That was a very good saga. I mean, we had all the big ones back then. We had Tipster, Augie, John Swan, Nick. Yeah. I think Tommy. Did Tommy get in on that a little bit? I even got in a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
I got
Willie,
in even
Willie
on.
got in on it. I
Willie?
think.
Did he? Yeah. But anyway, so JFA is saying, in fairness, Tipster did a reaction to Otter feeding Bo Blacks and also giving history on why he doesn't like Otter first. Then all this happened. Okay, fair enough. Again, I'm just going by the Twitter and kind of what I heard on the podcast or the stream last night. I know these guys have a history. They don't really like each other. And like I say, it goes clear back to 2018. They were talking about. Because that was one thing that the Gaming Otter kept throwing in Tipster's face was I guess this is my Susie Lou forehead, which of course that was a big thing, right? Back during that whole drama, whatever. But anyway, Tipster put out another tweet where he quote tweeted his original tweet, as you guys can see here, about the email that he received. It says, "Dude wants the tip so bad," and then with a sick emoji or whatever you want to call it. But here we go.
You know what's really funny, Jens? I'm a chubby chaser. Hey, Tippy.
Oh my God.
You like my tip? Hey, Tippy. You want my tip?
Oh my God, this is look at his gums, dude. Look at him. Oh Lord. It's like a serial killer moment, bro. He gives me he gives me Buffalo Bill fucking vibes, like fucking Silence of the Lambs over here, bro.
Well, you know, the thing of it is too, right? It's like this is just too weird for television, right? You couldn't script this. You could script this if you wanted to. You know, it's JFA says that Tipster cast the first stone unless it all started on Twitter. Well, I'm gonna disagree a little bit there. I think this is still all stemming from the Bo Blacks and Tipster deal, right? Because how many, Bo Blacks, I don't know, like 1,000 streams on Tipster, the bully Tipster streams and stuff. And then when of course, when then Bo Black's whole world kind of came unraveled or whatever, as is, usually the case or whatever, people start, making streams and videos or whatever about Bo Blacks. And, Tipster saw his chance to extract, his pound of flesh, because Lord knows that, Bo Blacks had done that to Tipster. And so I think when he saw him, Bo Blacks hanging out with this guy who he'd had beef back in the day, I think he just seen an opportunity to, Bo Blacks classed the first boater. Exactly.
Hold on. I don't know the timeline of events, but this is how I saw everything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that guy, because I never want to be that guy.
No, I want you to be that guy. Come on, be that guy.
No, you don't, because I think JFA might be, that word that's not wrong. The other one.
He could be correct. He could be correct.
Yeah, that one's the one people said, that one. Because I do remember seeing Tipster it was like a 3-hour stream, almost, and it was like Bo Black's new friend is like creepy weirdo or something. Now I don't know if something like happened before, or if that's when the flan video came out or what. But I think Tipster brought up everything that happened or something. I
think this guy has some allegations. That's probably what Tipster was referring to.
Yeah, what's his name? Mr. Gamer was making some. Here's the thing: I don't know enough about this guy or his lore, and quite honestly, I don't care. I just found all this funny. I found all this extremely funny. From the standpoint of that, Tipster and this guy get into these arguments, right, where the GamingOtter starts questioning Tipster being in the LGBTQ community. He comes at him from like, well, in this tweet here, for example, right? This tweet here, he says, hey, Otter, whatever, since you insist on repeatedly trying to invalidate and gatekeep my queer identity, let me set the record straight. I'm not gay. I am pansexual and non-binary. And I know you know this because you have been referencing my tweets about this on your streams. And he goes on to say, as a fellow member of the LGBTQ plus community, you should be well aware of how inappropriate it is to try to invalidate or gatekeep someone's queer identity, and shame on you for doing so. Now, understand, this is all going on during Pride Month, right? Which I think makes it even another level beyond all this, right? Not to mention the times you have repeatedly sexually harassed me on your streams. Do better. So let's listen to this video here.
But see, Tipster is like, oh, you want to know something, Michael? You want to laugh at this? You're going to laugh at this. Michael, no, I have to say it. Do you know Tipster is gay? Michael, do you believe Tipster is gay? Michael, I need your opinion. Do you think Tipster is gay?
That's someone in his chat. This is one of his, I guess, his regular chatters.
Okay, I was wrong.
Okay. So, like I was saying, I think that's really what kind of got Tipster's irk or ire up, or whatever you want to call it, kind of got his blood pressure up, was this guy, and this guy's, if I go to his channel, like, right, let's see if I can find it real quick here. This guy streams an insane amount. Let's see here. go. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me just bring it up here on screen. So he went live last night after the interview that he did with Nerdy John, right? And he had some things, and his chat had some things to say. Oh my word, about Nerdy. But anyways, you see, what's really kind of strange to me is this guy has over 35,000 subscribers, right? Has 7.1 thousand videos, right? But when he streams, I'm not joking. He doesn't pull, but maybe I'll say 20 people into, like, because I was sitting there watching the stream last night. I think he had like 20 people in there, and he said that probably a majority of them were like people coming over from like Nerdy's, that and Tipster and that type of stuff, and they were like hate watching him. And he goes, I'll take the hate watching or whatever. But if you look, I mean, for such a large sub channel, he really doesn't get very many views, and he streams constantly, and he's like an IRL streamer. When I was listening to his stream, because I listened to the stream last night that he did after the interview, whatever, with Nerdy, and I kind of gathered that this guy is into some financial, like, dire straits right now. He's got a GoFundMe up trying to help. He's got a twin brother that has some heart problems, and he's got a GoFundMe up trying to raise money, I guess, for a surgery or something that his brother needs for his heart. But people in his chat were like asking him where he was he going to sleep last night. So I don't know if the guy is like, I don't know, homeless, I guess. He's like couch surfing with friends and what have you. He talked about going to different people's homes, trying to like upload videos and do things and what have you, because he doesn't have internet, he says. And so I don't know. I mean, it kind of sounds like to me, I don't know, like I don't know, maybe he kind of fell off or something. Because when I looked at it, like, he was originally making Nintendo videos and stuff, and those were like getting tens of 20s of thousands of views. And I think it just I don't know what happened. I really don't. Like I said, I don't know the guy's lore. I don't know. I just this whole thing between
that's what my guess would be like what he was known for. The people who watched him, they've all left, and all he has now is like his core fans and like whatever he can rake in from new viewers. Yeah, and that's all he's got.
I know, like, I think he's got people that send him money stuff to make sure he gets to eat every day and things like that. Because I can tell you, streaming every day or not for an hour or two or whatever it is that he does, I don't think he has from statements and stuff that he made last night, I don't believe he has like a regular job, because he talked about trying to like get a bicycle so he can start doing Uber Eats via bicycle delivery. So I kind of gathered that he doesn't have any like modes of transportation. Like I said, I think he just kind of walks around the streets there out in California where he lives, and he does live streams, IRL streams via his phone, and that's it. So, okay, K-Huck says he doesn't have a job. No. Yeah. So anyway, so there was another tweet that where because some of this stuff, I guess, was going on over on Blue Sky, whatever that thing is.
Of course it was.
So anyway, so I guess Tipster posted over there on Blue Sky, whatever. I don't know what the hell all this stuff is. This GG and all this. I don't know. You guys can see the screenshot just as well as I am and whatever. But so the GamingOtter quote tweets or whatever this. He says, when you fundraise $20,000 for AIDS Run Walk or AIDS Life Cycle, then we will talk. Until then, keep donning the rainbow flag as a disguise. It's basically the equivalent of being an alt-right, just in reverse for you. And Tipster says, their response on Blue Sky to me was accusing them of invalidating my queer identity, was to respond by invalidating my queer identity. You're not beating the piece of shit allegations, my guy. So, again, like I said, the fact that all this stuff was going on during, Pride Month, I would
think it's scripted, people. This new scripted allegations.
Is this what this is? Is this a scripted? Okay.
It could be.
Anyway.
No, I don't think so.
So that's just some more of that. We don't need to do that. Okay. Close out some more. There was so much on this stuff. God, I'm trying to get a good, trying to get a little bit of a window into why or what was going on. Anyway, so Tipster goes on to say in another tweet, says, according to GamingOtter, him and Boblax planned their VidCon hangout as a gay baiting troll op and convinced themselves I'm jealous of their friendship. Yeah, I'm definitely jealous of a friendship between a creepy, perverted stalker and a two-faced, compulsive liar. So I haven't heard this one, so I wanted to listen to this one.
Basically, I summarized it up in my voice message. So-and-so was jealous of my friendship, and then, honestly, Boblax and I have been texting a while bit, and it's funny, and Boblax is like, he's jealous. And I was like, and he's like, you were right, Nick, the gay baiting worked. I was like, yeah, I'm all about gay baiting. Has anyone done gay baiting? If you do it correctly, you can make it look so good.
Okay, Seth, I need you to come in here.
First of all, it's called queer baiting, not gay baiting. This guy doesn't even know his own terminology. Maybe he's a fake gay. Okay, I shouldn't say that. He's clearly fucking gay.
I think the feeding of the flan confirmed that for me, but I'm beginning to think that this guy may have some
homosexual tendencies.
No, I'm thinking there may be some actual mental issues here too.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Or is this a deal where he's just, or is this some more of this, like we see this, I mean, it's actually going on right now in our community where someone starts a beef with somebody else and they go back and forth. And then of course it gets other people talking about it. And the whole thing is to drive traffic to your channel, right? Because even if they're there, quote, hate watching you, they're still watching you. So you're still getting eyes.
If this is some kind of work, it's the best work I've ever seen. Okay. It's really hard faking being a fucking flaming homosexual.
I don't think that part's fake.
No, I don't think he's faking that at all.
No, but I mean, I didn't mean I mean, yeah, he's a flaming homosexual, but I also mean, the way he's acting gay. He's acting like a... I don't know what are the worst there's for it. He's acting fucking gay, dude.
Yeah. So Tipster went on to say, because he was talking about he was trying to gay bait or queer bait or whatever. Tipster, right? Him and Boblax had this big. Would that be considered a gay op?
This would be the gay op, yeah, gay op.
The gayest of gay ops. Anyway, Tipster goes on to say, if this is true, this is easy one of them. This is easy one of them. I think it's supposed to be one of the most pathetic attempts at trolling I've ever heard of, and ended up being a massive self-own. And then he goes on to say, what the fuck is this dude going on about? Is he okay? So what is this?
Oh my god, victim! No, that's not how victim works, right? A victim is someone who is actually physically abused in a certain context. But if you're gonna play mental and emotional games, yeah, I guess you can lie about mental and emotional abuse. That's what happened here. I guess you can make the mental and emotional abuse about the excuse.
What is he fucking saying?
What? Yeah,
oh
yeah.
My
what
God.
is that? I don't.
I think I was him trying to rap.
Yeah, that's
what
what
that was?
rap.
Possibly.
Yeah, he's a bit cross-eyed, dude. This guy is. I don't even.
I honestly think this guy could seriously become. You know what we got to do, right?
We got to introduce him to locale. That's what we got to do.
We've got to get
We
him.
gotta suck his cock, bro.
No, I'm not. No, sir.
Okay.
I think.
Oh my God! Wait. No, it's sitting right in front of our fucking faces. I'm just blind, and you guys just don't know what I'm talking about. The fucking team needs to give Boblax and this guy a locale show. They're already like the team, the little duo, right?
Yeah.
Put them on, give them 2 hours a day. Fucking, you got tipsters, the detractor, you got other people who would. The entire commentary community would jump on it every time there's something that pops out of it. Like, fucking do it.
Locale homos, bro. Yeah, you're on to something.
Yeah. You might have missed Pride Month, but it'll swing back around next year.
Oh my God.
I can see merch, right? They could do merch with like little things of flam on it. They could, the flam shirts and shit. Yeah.
You know what? Keem doesn't like me, so I'll send it to Becky.
There you go. But become a part of the Becky Boop universe. There you go.
No, that's a disaster.
I think you may be onto something toxic. I could see this. I could see this being
It'd be a great show.
I think
I'd
so.
watch.
I would give it a watcher to see how. I don't know how long I could stay in there, but I would. Why not? So anyway, so it got to the point where Tipster puts out this tweet, says the GamingOtter says he will be reporting channels critical of him, claims it's bullying, but apparently him engaging in acts of targeted harassment isn't bullying. So let's see what we have here. This guy's a gold mine. He could be this guy could be mined for content for I think a while.
Honestly, gents, I've seen their view counts. It's nothing. I don't even care.
Brother, listen. You talk about their view counts. I was in your stream and I was one of the 18 people last night, and you were talking about how majority of them were probably from Nerdy John. Guilty. Because I watched Nerdy John's thing, trying to get kind of caught up on this one a little bit because it kind of interested me a little bit. It was somewhat funny and entertaining. I don't think you want to be talking about view counts, my dude.
If you type in the SEO and then it starts striking gold, we'll see. But the thing is, gents, if you type my name in, there are way other things.
Did he say gents?
Yes, gens. Yeah, gens.
The thing is gens.
I wonder if he's like the Gen Z, because I think he's probably Gen Z crowd, maybe. I wonder if that's what I don't know.
He's 30 something.
Nah, he's not us. We're not taking him. He's the one above us.
But it has been a long time since I've seen someone like this homosexual about everything. Does that make sense?
The last person that I know of that was this flamboyant and as far as was probably Floptina.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Right? Am I right? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might be homophobic because everything he does pisses me off.
It doesn't piss me. I just find it amusing. I find this whole thing just amusing as hell. So, anyway.
Higher on my list than that. And I will be reporting that channel. Oh, I will. I'll be doing what I can.
So, yeah.
I will.
Yeah, so he's going to report channels, I guess. I guess he can try reporting me if he wants to. His mods can try taking my channel down. It's whatever. I don't. Oh, hang on here. So Tipster says he can obsess about me sexually, which he did, harass me and question my queer identity for several days, which he did. But heaven forbid anyone criticize him for it. That's bullying, right? And of course, he has all these clips and stuff here. I don't know. Do we see this one?
Tipster wishes he could handle it. He would basically like, Nick, oh my God, please stop. Oh my God. Yeah, he wouldn't handle me. Yeah. Well, imagine if my twin and I tag teamed him. He would just be so upset.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? How do I get this shit up? I want this bigger. Hang on here. What the
I
fuck?
don't want this bigger.
Hang on here. Twitter, you goddamn Elon, get your video codec shit fixed, motherfucker.
Tipster wishes he could handle it. He would basically like, Nick, it hurts. Oh my god, please stop. Oh my god.
Okay, so I guess he's bragging at the size of his penis there, I guess.
Yeah, or he's bragging about Tipster's hole. I don't know.
True.
Okay, either one. All right.
Yeah, he wouldn't handle me. Yeah. Well, imagine if my twin and I tag teamed him. He would just be so sad.
What the fuck?
What the seriously?
He's like, yeah, dude, you know that's him like fucking, drawing up the curtain a little bit. Like, yeah, I kind of want to tag team Tipster.
That's
not the part I'm saying. What the fuck?
Hang on. Is that not fucking incestuous? I mean,
little bit.
literally.
No, okay, no, you guys have been. Come on, you can tag
it
team
is
motherfucker
100%.
with
No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
can't.
No, because you're not doing the sexual thing with
Yes,
your
you
family
are.
members.
If you're having a three-way
No,
sexual
you're fucking,
encounter.
no, you're fucking the guy in the middle. You know what I mean?
Hang on.
There's a whole ass person between you and your family member.
I'm gonna start a poll. Is
Oh boy.
that a?
This is definitely not the hill that I want to die on.
It's too late.
But
I really need a.
What
I
people?
can't even spell the word. I don't even know how to spell the word.
Which word?
Incestuous.
I-N-C-E-S-T, incest.
Hell,
I
that's
know that
close
off
enough.
the top of my head.
There we go. That's close enough. Chat, do your thing. Is Seth right or wrong? If two brothers and another guy are in a sexual three-way liaison, is that not an incestuous act?
No, you're not attracted. You're not attracted to your bro or whatever. You got
You got your penis hard in front of your brother, and you're having sex with the same person. That's in its very definition.
Yeah, it's
is
like
incestuous.
it's indirectly connected.
I understand that they're not like sucking each other off, or maybe their penis heads ain't rubbing together or whatever. I get that, but you're
Well, they might
still.
be to the moment.
You know, inevitably you're going to be sharing the same orifices, though. You're like having sloppy seconds or thirds. It has to be.
No, you can have two different, orifices being penetrated. You don't have to be
Sure,
the
but
same.
you know they're going to swap around and shit.
You don't have to.
No, you don't have to, but I'm telling you. Nietzsche says, hang on, Nietzsche says, yes, it is. Seth, you're joking, right? I need to know now. If you aren't, we need to talk seriously. So Nietzsche's concerned about your soul here. Nietzsche is concerned about your soul, Seth. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm all right. I mean, I'm not saying it's good. I'm not, advocating for, but I'm just saying it's not really incest.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is. All right, so I'm in the poll. I'm in the poll, guys. If you haven't voted, get it in right now because I'm in this son of a bitch. What does it say? So the poll says, yes, 66% says that it 100% is incestuous, and 33% says no.
I want to know which other people voted for no. Keep an eye on you guys.
Yeah, we got some people with some questionable shit. Oh my God.
Okay, whatever. I don't care. I just don't care. But I'm not gonna judge it. Listen.
Toxic Dome says, hello, it's called Alabama. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing, okay? Men are disgusting, bro.
Sure. But this guy wants to tag team Tipster with his twin. How fucked up is that?
Well, I think the fucked up part is Tipster being. being into
No,
your
I think
person.
the fucked up thing is him talking about wanting to tag team Tipster with his brother.
Well,
That's the
maybe
fuck-
Seth is right. Hold on. Maybe Seth is right because Tipster is a large mass, so they might be far enough apart to where it's not like it's like out of the guidelines.
They can't even see each other.
Yeah, yeah. There's like a wall in between.
Oh my God. Nietzsche says.
listen,
Nietzsche says, Seth. Hey, Seth. Nietzsche says you have lost the right to speak on men anymore. Period.
Okay. Well, I know that me and Nietzsche disagree on men. Okay.
Yeah.
But all I'm gonna say is, okay, I've known people.
Oh my God, Seth, just stop, please. Just.
No, I'm just saying, I've known people. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, Seth, you're a foreigner, and I'm going to save you from yourself here. We're just going to move on. I do want to see if he says anything more stupid than what he just said in this clip.
I've definitely known people.
I'm sure you have known people, Seth. There's no doubt in my mind you have known people. So let's just anyway.
I've been part of conversations.
Okay.
What are you doing with your twin?
I've known people.
Oh, you asked for it. Oh no. I can't take double you, double the trouble, double the pleasure, double the fun.
Okay, what is wrong with him?
You still,
That's me saying it.
Do you still want to stand on that one there, Seth, or are we going to back up off of it?
Well, I'm doing it in unrelated to this guy.
Okay.
I've known,
Okay. All right.
sexual deviants.
Okay. All right, let's see what
Tipster's got that new sponsor.
Oh?
Double stuffed Oreos.
A double stuffed Oreos.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
But see, Tipster is like, oh, you want to know something, Michael?
Oh, we've already seen that. Let's see what this one says.
Tipster is basically Trump in sheep's clothing.
Oh my
I stand by
God.
that. I stand by that. The dude isn't. Tipster is basically Trump in sheep's clothing.
No, he's not. Trust me. Tipster is not Trump in sheep's clothing. Jesus Christ.
I stand by that. I stand by that. The dude isn't even remotely gay. He's like way removed from gay. Bo Blacks.
I know
is
what
like
this guy's
way-
game is.
What is it?
He's gonna goad Tipster into having sex with him by saying this.
Is that it? So
Yeah,
this
he's
is
trying to.
Oh.
He's trying to hit it.
You think this is just his foreplay? This is just him trying to,
No, it's like he knows that that Tipster don't want to hit it. So he's trying to roundabout way. He's like, prove you're gay, have sex with me.
Wow. Maybe. You might be right. So, I don't even know what this next one is. He's eating, looks like an ice cream sundae or some shit, and Tipster just says, what the fuck? So let's see what this is.
Okay. Does anyone want me to pop Tessa's cherry?
Who's Tessa?
I don't know. Is this like someone in their chat? It has to be.
Tessa, I'm gonna pop your cherry on screen. You ready?
Oh my God.
How'd that feel? That was really good, Tessa. You got a nice cherry.
This guy's fucked in the head. There's no other way to put it.
This guy is great content. Maybe a terrible person, but he is great content.
I could watch like videos of like people being skinned alive and not blink, but this guy's freaking me out.
So what is this here? So the GamingOtter in his chat discusses flagging my channel and content. He also entertains the idea of issuing a false copyright strike in an attempt to take down my content. Let's see what it says.
I pretty much just abandoned them, but it's like, people bring it up, and I'm just like, whatever. If this is the forehead drama of the year, then I'm just like, you know what? He did, but I don't care. I put my walls up in front of him. That's good. That's good. The sad part is he wants.
Is he referring to his own thing?
Yeah, I was going to say, he does have a pretty big... I don't really like attacking anybody ever because of their physical attributes. Yeah, that's something that has happened to me all through my childhood.
Okay, let me just get this out of the way. Okay, I've got a big forehead, and this guy, he's one of us, bro. His forehead is massive, bro.
Fair enough. I come from the philosophy that you know, the person's actions, their deeds, their statements is fair game to, but I don't necessarily like attacking a person's physical appearance. But
okay, well, I don't want to know this guy's deeds, so I'm just gonna attack his physical character.
Okay.
Wants everyone to believe his narrative when the narrative is clear. It's like there was no videos.
His narrative is clear.
Made about. Well, we'll find out, right? We'll find out.
Can we speed this shit up?
That's not my MO. Right. If I react to someone's stream, the way he did, the way Mr. Tip reacted to my stream was basically like, I mean, that's not fair use to me. That's totally.
Well, okay, so now they're getting to what's fair use and reaction and so forth. I will go out and say this. I believe anything that Tipster would react to, he would 100% do it and within the guidelines of what fair use is, as I understand it. Period. He doesn't empty chair it. He doesn't sit there and just play on and on and on and fight them without ever stopping and offering criticisms, critiques, so forth. But a lot of people believe that if someone makes a reaction video on you, you've dealt with this, right? Toxic. I've dealt with this. When you criticize their actions or statements or whatever, they consider that bullying and harassing and even IP theft, and they will file copyrights on you. I've had people do it to me, and I've fought them, and they've always backed down. So, I think that's kind of what this guy is saying. He doesn't think it's fair use because he believes it's coming from a place of bullying and harassment, and that is not a reason to take down a video for bullying and harassment. Now, you can go to YouTube and you can, file a complaint with them about that, and YouTube can look at it and see, does it violate their bullying and harassment policy, and they may very well decide, but you can't do a copyright strike on it. That's different. That would be what would be like a community guidelines, which is honestly worse than a copyright, because you cannot even appeal a community guideline. You get a community guideline, that's it. It's finite. There is no appeals process on it. It's just nuked.
Totally like copyright. Like, I could probably have his stream taken down. Like, he needed to take like little clips. He did not do fair use. No. That was not fair use. Fair use would have been, I'm gonna take this clip and this clip and this clip. He literally is just like, I'm waiting for you to react. It's like, it was so nitpicky. It was like, that's a no for me. It was not good.
Okay. So I think there was something else he showed. Yeah, he had a thing here that says, I did report Tipster's channel and video. So this is one of his mods, Marcus. The way not to get banned in chat by him is to be in disguise and pretend you don't hate him, even though you do. Marcus says, I did it of my own choice. Tessa. Now this one here, Tessa. That's the name you guys need to keep paying attention to, because this mod here was the one that was in Nerdy John's. We're fixing to get to this last night. Nick has to report it to get it taken down. There are steps and questions Nick has to answer to file the complaint. But this person here was talking about how they have taken down channels in the past. They were talking about how they were going to file and get Nerdy's stream, I guess, and or channel taken down last night. This person also was trying to dox Tipster in Nerdy's chat. Matter of fact, I'll bring that up right now. This is one of the mods threatened to dox me in Nerdy John's chat, Tessa. This is the same person, as you can see here, same profile picture and everything. Says, I will find you and dox you, Tipster. So This guy's chat,
Jesus.
it's kind of unhinged. There's no other way to put it. They're freaking unhinged. Loyal as hell, you know, but, and from the clips and stuff that, like I said, you know, Tipster, of course, it's one-sided. Let me just say that because Tipster obviously has a bias against him. But you hear his own words, and I don't think he's necessarily being chip-clipped here. Because he talks about, you know, filing a, you know, copyright. And talking about, you know, taking, you know, down the videos and stuff. You know, and you've got, like I said, you got his own mods that are, in Nintendo's like, talking about how I'll find you and dox you. So, you know, anyway, it's pretty wild. But anyway, let's get into this stream last night where they actually have their words. I'm gonna crank up the speed on this a little bit. I think, yeah, that'd be fine. We'll start there with that. Anyway,
how are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing all right. I'm kind of on a walk at the same time, but I did manage to squeeze you in today. I apologize about the unpreparedness. I was trying to get something to drink, and I'm kind of in between places, so thank you for having me.
Oh, of course, man. No problem whatsoever. Now, of course, chat, this is going to be I think this is going to be a very fun stream. So, first off, you know, I just want to ask you this. GamingOtter, what inspired you to make content?
So what inspired me to make content was my twin brother and I. We started the channel originally as Street Pass Princeton back in 2011, and we really wanted to inspire people to meet up and have fun, and most importantly, exchange culture with each other, especially through the Street Pass app, through the Nintendo 3DS.
It's 14
and we just think it was so
pages.
revolutionary at the time that we wish more people appreciated it, and especially today. You know, there's been so many comebacks with it, and I actually had 3 panels at PAX, and Plain Rock actually attended a panel, and believe it or not, Boblax and I were actually talking about him attending a panel potentially, so we'll see how that goes as well.
All right, speaking of, I gotta ask this, okay? We gotta ask the elephant in the room, okay? We're not talking about Tipster. We're not.
okay, hang on here. I want to get
Screwed over Justin Wong, and he basically, like, really when Tipster kind of came to the fold, and even Keemstar actually came to the fold, because Kobar money is okay and everything, but Blacks, but I say very
talking to me, so I figured here I
do a lot of kind
Okay.
of jokes and such,
That's
but
where
people kind of
Tipster
took it
comes
out of
from.
context and was like, this is just cringe and this is just this. They're just trying to do this. It's like, we don't really care. You can interpret whatever you want. And people play narrative games to the point of choose, right? To believe in something else.
buddy. How's it
I
going?
don't know what else to tell you, and that's the case it is, and that's all there. Okay, so I see him in the chat.
Hey,
Well,
how you doing there, buddy? How's it going?
Hi, how are you too? So I'm in San Diego right now. Don't worry, I'm far away from you.
Well,
That's
you
how
stated
smug he
numerous.
is.
yeah.
Tipster was so smug when we joined. How's it going? Yeah.
I don't, like I say, I don't know if Nerdy dragged him into the VC or if he had perms to just join. I don't know. But at one point, and I don't know if we'll get to it or not, because I don't know how much we want to go into this, because again, I want what is that? Has he explicitly said go after them to his audience explicitly? I don't know what all that is, UK. So about Nerdy John gay opping him. Okay, so Nerdy John, if I remember, well, I'm not gonna say nothing. Let's just listen to the video because I don't want to misspeak.
Times on your live streams and also in the 2 emails you sent me that you really insisted on talking to me. So I figured here I am. What do you want to talk about, buddy?
Well, I thought you were too busy signing your restraining order, and I wanted you, well, actually not I, but you wanted me gone. So, I'd rather respect your privacy than you respect mine.
You haven't respected my privacy for the past several years.
That's what you said.
No. You've tried multiple times to, like,
Oh, that's what I-
get close to
oh,
me,
that's
even though
what
I've told you numerous times I don't want to be anywhere near you. So what do you want to talk about?
you
You wanted to talk so bad. What do you want to talk about?
So it's very interesting because, this was really supposed to be an interview between Nerdy John and I, and, it'd be nice if you actually respected my interview like I respected your Nerdy John interview. So could you let Nerdy John and I do the talking and you can come back later?
So you don't actually want to talk to me, even though
No,
you
I
say
do,
we're
but I'd
friends
actually
too.
like to have my time for my interview. So could you respect that, please? Because when Triforce actually respected me, maybe you should actually show some respect.
No, I think I'm good. You haven't respected me all that much over the
Well,
past several
you
years. so I don't
definitely
think
show
we're the same. By the way, can you
You
answer a
definitely show
question
that.
for me? Can you explain
ahead.
to me how Ice won first when you did an hour-long live stream with Boblax where numerous times you were talking shit about me? How did Ice win first?
The funny thing is that you don't have to actually bite someone's beef, Tipster. And if people talk about you, that's just part of life. That doesn't mean you have to be part. You don't have to be part of some. No. This is your narrative.
All right, so here's the question. So Tipster is saying that GamingOtter here and Boblax did an hour-long stream where they were talking about Tipster. And Tipster said he had said nothing. So if that's, in fact, and in the Otter's argument, Gaming Otter, he goes, well, just because people talk about you doesn't mean, you know. But that's not kind of how this world works, though, right? I mean, generally speaking, if people, you know, talk about you, whatever, a lot of people will respond, right? I mean, that's kind of, you know, especially if they're in the quote commentary. Not everybody responds, but a lot of people do respond, you know, because they believe or feel that, you know, the person speaking whatever says things or gets things wrong. But anyway, let's continue.
I'll give you the narrative. Tipster, you don't have to talk about other people if you don't like it. So deal with it.
So you want to be a content creator who's live streaming on the internet and talking shit about people, and you don't expect to get the smoke in return?
Well, you know what? You got the smoke tenfold.
I did? Really?
Yeah, you
I don't know about that, my guy. I don't know about that, my guy. Seems like you got a lot of negative attention on you right now, and all your ops are coming out to burn your ass now.
Oh, you burned me? Well, yourself. Aren't you 300 pounds? So it looks like you know where to put your weight.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned that because in your video that you directed at me, you were talking about how you felt bad about people making fun of my weight and stuff, but you've done it numerous times.
You know what? I did.
You've done it numerous times, so
you really do have a fat ego.
you would pretend like you have the moral high ground when you have no interest in no problem engaging in
You know what? I'm sorry. I've met tons of fat people who are way better than you.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm just calling you out because I don't care if you make fun of my weight. You can make fun of my weight all you want.
You know what?
Don't act like you have the
Jerry
moral high
Springer,
ground or
dude.
whatever.
Jerry Springer.
Don't act like you have the moral high ground like you're better than that when you engage in it too.
You're not the father.
What? You sound fucking unhinged right now, bro.
Well, you sound like.
What the hell did that mean? You're not the father. What?
I don't know. I think he just wanted. I think that was his way of like throwing off everything to, you know. I don't know. That was stupid.
Seth, any thoughts?
I don't have any words on this, bro.
Lol.
I've already said too many things today. I can't be saying no more. I'm at my limit of saying fucked up shit.
I didn't think you had a limit. Are you getting soft in your old age as being a gremlin?
Well, you know, I know I'm not, but everyone reacted weird to me saying the whole incest thing, so I'm gonna just keep it low key. I'm gonna try and keep it low key for a second.
Oh God.
Like,
and also, the only thing I can think of saying for what we just witnessed is several slurs, so I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one who's been sexually harassing me for the past.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, like, you want to talk about being weird?
You came on me and Boblax, so I just returned you the favor. That's what you do. You return the favor.
Remember,
but again, that's your narrative.
You struck first.
That's your narrative.
First. So
that's your narrative.
If you can't handle the
that's
smoke,
your narrative.
Don't
that's your
throw
narrative.
your hat in the ring. All right?
Well, you know what? I'm going to give you the narrative. That's yours.
Why you
don't have to talk about someone.
Narrative.
See, yeah, it is. It's your narrative.
Oh, I swung
yeah, you did. Well, you know what's funny? Let me really give you a piece by piece.
If you don't want to get hit.
Well, you want me to give you the hit? Let me give you the hit. Do you remember what I said in Boblax's scene, how gay men are drama's gay men electrolytes? You actually laughed at me. Well, that's like me too. Well, actually, you just admitted to your own crime, Tipster. So you're welcome.
What does that even mean? You're not making.
I don't understand what that means. What gay dramas like electric lights? What?
I am so lost. First of all, I wish people could have conversations like normal people and not have to use words like fucking moral high ground and narrative and all this other bullshit. Just fucking have a conversation like fucking humans. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
I don't think that's a possibility. I think.
And then I don't know what the fuck he's on about this electrolyte shit.
Jesus Christ.
That's why you diffuse it. You act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Any sense
you don't make any sense. That's your way of diffusing it. That's your way of diffusing it. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, sure you don't, buddy.
So do you think it's
John,
okay?
can we seriously kick him out?
Do you think it's okay to like?
John, I don't really want to answer Tipster anymore. I'm not.
Do you think it's okay to just sexually harass people and make like really inappropriate comments about?
I'm not doing what you think I'm doing. You're a bad actor,
Do you think that's appropriate?
You're a terrible actor.
I'm a terrible actor. I mean, I'm not an actor to begin with.
Yeah, you are. You are. You know what they call YouTube when people can't read things correctly? They call them bad actors. That's what you are.
I mean, I don't pretend to be an actor.
Well, you kind of were.
So I don't know if you guys have seen this in the chat, but there's several people here who are obviously they're GamingOtter fans or whatever. There's this guy RO Tessa. This is the one here, guys. I don't know if you can stream here. Otter, tell him off, babe. There is no interview. RO Otter was set up okay. So this is the one that was making these statements about doxing and going after Tipster.
I'm not pretending to be an actor, but I am somebody who's calling you on your bullshit.
RO was Otter's brother, by the way. Oh, okay.
shit right now. That's what I am
keep
right
on
now.
going on your videos and streams. You do it. You're a washed up YouTuber
I mean,
too.
you talk about me on
well,
every
you're the
stream
one that
you
wanted
have,
it.
so you can't call me out for responding when you're the one that's
You didn't have to fight the beef.
Again, let me remind you,
didn't have to fight the
you
beef.
swung first.
I don't really
just
care what
swung
you think,
back.
Tipster. I don't really care what you think.
Again, with you, like just as a
You know, I will say this because he said this several times. You don't have to bite the beef. He's correct. You don't. But what you don't get to do, this is my opinion, okay? This is my opinion, Mr. GamingOtter, is when the person decides that they are going to bite the beef, right? Which means they're going to come back at you. They're going to swing back. You swung. Tipster swings back. Then you don't get to sit there and say, this was harassment. This is bullying. You know, especially with some of the clips that I've saw that Tipster shared from streams, you know, of you questioning his what we call sexual identity, I guess, or whatever. You know, questioning whether or not if he's, you know, part of the LGBTQ community. You talk about having a threesome with him and your twin brother. Talking about how, you know, there was just some really, in my opinion, some very questionable shit that was being said. And if Tipster decided to respond and react to whatever and comment on these things, guess what? He could say the same thing back to you. You don't have to bite the beef, right? The same analogy. You don't have to bite the beef. I think this is a little bit of the, what do they call that? What is the term that tosses around a lot? Cry bully? Is that what they call it? Cry bullying or whatever?
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to bully, and then you're crying when the person bites back a little bit. You know, so, and you want to feign victimhood, right? Saying, oh, he's bullying me, he's harassing me. Dude, you talked about doing a threesome and how he wouldn't be able to handle your penis with your brother. And you talk about how you're a chubby chaser, and then you specifically start talking about how, you know, Tipster and shit. Come on, man.
That's what he was doing to Boblax in the beginning, bro.
Yeah, the same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
feeding him up, bro.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to fatten him up. You think he's a feeder?
Yeah.
You think he's a feeder? Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, he wants to try and hit the Boblax again, but wait till he's a little bit bigger.
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, anyway, let's continue on here.
This is another example of you, like, you know, trying to pretend like you have the moral high ground. What makes you think that you have the right to question the legitimacy of my queer identity?
You know what, Tipster? Have you ever gone to a gay community? Have you ever gone to a gay community? No, you haven't. So that's the sad
I'm
thing.
involved in multiple gay communities.
So here we're going to talk about this. So now he's actually confronting him about his allegations of. So this one here is where he got really interesting.
Do you know anything about me? Do you know anything fucking about me, bro? Are you kidding right now?
You know anything about me? Do you know how much money I raised? You know how much I've done? You know, you've done so much.
I saw that, by the way, on Blue Sky. You brought up how much you raised for charity.
You know what? You know what? You're so right. I'm sorry. Your journey is nobody's business when you make it public. Your journey is no one's business when you make it public. Your journey is no one's business when you make it public, is it?
What the fuck are you even talking about?
You know what? You don't even get it. You're
completely missing the point. You're trying to act like you have the moral high ground.
Oh my
and you're
God.
questioning the
Wow.
legitimacy of my queer
Wow.
identity. What do I have to
Wow.
do to prove to you that I'm queer? Do you want to see a video of me sucking a dick? Do you want to watch me jerk off the gay porn? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, you know what?
He's like, yeah, I would like that. Okay, bro.
let's listen to that part again. Hang on. Let me slow this one down because they're a little bit excited, and so therefore they're talking a bit faster. So we'll slow this down a little bit. Here we go.
You're completely missing the point. You're trying to act like you have the moral high ground, and you're questioning the legitimacy of my queer identity. What do I have to do to prove to you that I'm queer? Do you want to see a video of me sucking a dick? Do you want to watch me jerk off the gay porn? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you show us? Put your money where your mouth is, baby.
You're fucking weird, dude. You're really fucking creepy and weird.
That is a little bit weird, to say the least.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like, this guy is some kind of sexually... I don't even know, like, he's sexually, like, deviant or something.
He's something, but I you know, again, I'm not part of. I'm not part of that world. Like I say, I'm supportive of them. They, go whatever. I don't think they should be persecuted. Love who you want to love. Have sex with who you want to have. I'm fine with that. Whatever. I'm not okay with the whole brother tag team and tipster thing. I think that was a little bit out there.
I mean, I think that's all right as long as he doesn't tell people about it. I don't like he's too openly thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
But the fact that he wants Tipster to validate his pansexualness or whatever, non-binary, pansexual, is he has to provide evidence of him performing fellatio on another guy or masturbating to gay porn. I think that, and here's the thing. I don't think just because it's a good thing that he raised that money for the LGBT community. That's great that he raised that kind of money. That's awesome. But I don't think just because you raise money for a certain charity organization, that's not like a badge. I mean, it's not like, oh, that makes me super gay now or whatever. I don't think that's how that works either, right? I mean, guys,
I just want the record to reflect that Nietzsche alleged that I would totally bang someone in the same bed as my sibling. No, I wouldn't, because my sibling is ugly, and I wouldn't want to look at my siblings.
Oh God! All right. So
but I'm okay with anyone else doing it if they've got hot siblings.
You're fine with that? Okay.
Yeah, if they got hot siblings like that, they can stand to look at. I just can't stand to. Yeah, if I had a hot sibling, I'd bang someone with them. Sure.
Oh, look at there. Look who's coming up in chat here, guys. JFA saying this was boring. JFA, why was this boring? You had got blood sports. I thought you were all about blood sports, bud. What the hell? Come on, man.
By the way, why did you argue with one of your mods today for asking you to respond to like, allegations about that Evo kid?
Evo is a liar, dude. That person hated that I collabed with Plain Rock, and you'd do anything to kill me after Plain Rock went on my panel. That's the truth, dude.
So
you need to do some research.
What's the deal?
You need to do some research.
No,
the Evo kid is a deranged.
I'm asking you, okay?
I just told you everything. Let me just tell you again.
Let me ask my question.
I'll tell you again.
You're not going to deflect like you did with your mom today. You're not going to deflect like you did with your mom today. Let me ask you a fucking question.
You need to hear what I said.
Why won't you let me ask the question? Are you scared?
Evo, I heard what you said. Do you want me to answer it now?
So let me ask you the question. What did happen with the Evo kid? Did you try to fly them out to a convention like everybody says you did? So what happened? I'm asking.
This is what happened, right?
I'm not making a statement. I'm asking.
Let me just tell you. All right. So do you remember that one Gabe kid from the launch line? How I basically was going to give him advice? Okay. Remember when I told you that giving advice does not mean giving someone life? Basically the same line. So I wish that someone could go to a convention. That acted like a blank check to him to be like, oh, this is what he meant. And he took his narrative. And that's what he did it to me, Tipster. So basically, you try to be nice to someone, they lie to you, and then they basically play narrative games, and then they're like, game over, I won the narrative. And I'm like, no, that's not how it happened. Because I didn't agree to anything. I didn't agree to anything.
Let me ask you this thing, because to be clear, I'm not making an allegation. I just found it interesting that your mod thinks you should address it. Let me finish. I just found it a little bit interesting, and it's a little sus that your mod like says, hey, you should probably address this, and instead you choose to like, I think you unmod.
Hang on. JFA says this was weak blood sports, no testosterone whatsoever. What the hell, JFA? Seriously? Seriously, dude? All right. Okay. Toxic says you get a pass. Okay.
Modded your mod or whatever. At least you.
I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that.
But you threatened to. You did threaten to, though.
No,
right?
actually, I didn't. You'd be laughing.
No, you did.
I didn't.
It's on your stream. I saw it.
Stop putting words in my mouth. You put words in everybody's mouth.
You know, it's interesting that you say that because you said that I have a problem with you taking donations, and I don't have a problem with you taking donations on stream. What I do have a problem with is you expecting your audience.
Yeah, you
have a problem with is you expecting your audience to pay your way. Unlike me, I have.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You expect your audience to pay your way.
I can't ask for help. I can't ask for help. That's your problem.
I mean, it's a problem when instead of getting a job and paying your own way, you expect your audience to pay your way for you.
I've done that for months, dude.
Gigi says, how come I never get to gay fight? Gigi, I don't know. Are you gay? Find another gay person to get in a fight with. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know.
I've done that for months.
You're a bigger
Nobody
fucking
wants to hire
e-better than
me.
DSP,
Nobody
bro.
wants to
You're
hire
literally a
me.
bigger
What do you
e-better
do
than
then?
DSP.
You just throw yourself over a bridge. Is that what you want me to do?
That's not what I said. What the fuck?
That's basically what you are.
That's
You
like
are a
super
horrible
fucking like
person.
manipulative to try and be like, oh, you.
Hold it. That's the first time John has said anything in about what? 10 minutes? 15 minutes was Jesus?
Well, yeah, you just sit back and fucking let them do all the work at this point. Why not?
I don't listen. I don't blame him. I mean, I think I saw in the chat there, some of GamingOtter's supporters and stuff. Evidently his brother RO and then Tess and stuff was talking about how Nerdy John needs to step in. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. Well,
yeah, from the outside, right, looking in, it looks bad on his part because this guy came on for an interview and gets ambushed by
Tipster.
the guy who doesn't like his enemy at this point.
Sure.
Right? And then when GamingOtter said something like, Nerdy, can you do something about this? He didn't respond.
Yeah.
So that's where the bad look comes. So I don't blame that. I'm not defending, this fucking this thing, creature.
So here's the only criticism I guess I'll say is, to me, if I invite somebody on to do an interview or whatever, and one of their detractors, whatever, shows up in the waiting to call or whatever, I would not just bring the person in. I'd say, listen, such and so is waiting to call. Would you care to have a conversation with them? If they say, no, I don't want to have a conversation with them, then I'm not dragging them in. Period.
No, you did your part.
You've done your part. You tried. Now, if they say, yeah, then guess what? You sit back and you take your gloves off and you let them do whatever it is they want to do. It can get as stupid as whatever, because at that point in time, you sit back, let them do their things, and you just enjoy the ride, right? As far as mediating or whatever, I don't think there's necessarily a lot of mediating that you can do, other than you can kind of say, listen, guys, let's not, let's keep this terms of service friendly and whatever, that type of thing. You can ask them to do that. But if these two people really hate each other, terms of service is probably going to go out the window. So it's going to be up to you to be like on the mute button or something, you know what I'm saying, to prevent them from doing something that's going to get you into trouble. Because ultimately it is your channel and you're responsible for it. But I'll say, so far I haven't seen, the only thing that I'll say that a little bit of a criticism is that when the GamingOtter asked Nerdy to remove Tipster, he remained silent and didn't do anything. That is a little bit of, that's not how, all I'll say is that's not how I would have handled it, but it's not my channel and it wasn't my stream and I wasn't doing the interview. So I'm not going to sit there and put my standards on somebody else. I'm just not going to do it. And if Nerdy would have done that, then we wouldn't have this to be listening to and watching either. So there is that. There is that. So I'm not going to sit there and condemn Nerdy. I'm not going to. If other people want to and say, well, he was a poor host, he was that, you're 100% valid in your opinions, right? And all I'll say is I can tell you how I would do it if it was on my channel, but it wasn't my channel. So my rules don't apply there. What the fuck?
You're manipulative.
No, I don't want
You're
you to kill yourself. I
manipulative.
never said
You're
that.
manipulative. I really just can't stand you. John, please remove him from the chat.
I ain't going nowhere, bro.
Okay, so that's twice he's asked him, right? And Tipster says, I'm not going nowhere. So I think Nerdy comes in, does say something here. So let's see.
You started, aren't I?
You wanted to talk to me so bad?
I guess
Well,
you're so here. Well, let me make you loud and proud for you, buddy.
Okay, Otter, I do have a legitimate question. So
What's your question?
So I was trying to understand your GoFundMe, the latest one.
All right, I can explain.
Yes.
So my brother has a heart problem. He has aortic stenosis, and we're struggling both really bad even from last year. And the thing is, John, that the sad part about being a content creator is you often have to say no to your dreams because life sucks and no one wants to believe in you. And no matter how hard of a voice you have to just keep living, pushing 300-pound people at an airport job that no one really cares about while your boss says they could just get rid of you any day. And so the cold, calculated thing that Tipster basically was that basically anything I do is meaningless because he doesn't really care or seem to care. And again, formulates narratives about how I go about my life.
That's not what I said
Yeah,
at
you
all.
basically do.
So why does this thing about pushing 300-pound people at airports? So does he actually have a job where he's working at an airport, like as a?
I got lost. Was he talking about him or his brother? I don't know.
I don't even know where we are anymore. I'm
Are you zoning out on me, Seth? Seth, are you zoning out on me? Are you abandoning me, Seth?
I don't want to go to bed.
Well, then, okay, look, Seth, if you're tired and this is not entertaining to you anymore, I will say thank you. I appreciate you coming in and doing this with me this morning. I know it's getting bedtime for you over there. Go get some rest, and I appreciate it. And I think my chat will say
They've
thanks as
been
well.
wanting to get rid of me since I said the incest thing. I get it.
No, Seth, they love you. do you guys mind? Liana has popped in, and Liana is one of our favorite people.
Yeah, let's replace me with Liana.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to replace you with Liana.
Liana, what do you gotta say?
But if you,
Mike is yours, Liana.
but if you need to leave because you're tired, go ahead.
Mike is yours, even though he keeps talking.
Go ahead, Liana. I'm sorry.
I'm a very good bad boy.
Oh, Jesus. What's this here? No, she is an adult. She needs to practice agency. That's what Nietzsche's saying.
The only thing I practice is getting my penis inside a vagina.
Seth,
I'm gonna ban her.
No.
Let's get on with the video.
No, you don't.
No, that's not what I said at all. That's not what I said at all. No, you can't put words in my mouth like that. That's not what I said at all.
Because there's one little section, I'll be honest, there's one little section I want to get to because I think it may put a little bit different light on things.
Turn. You're speaking out of turn.
You don't dictate when I get to speak and when I don't. Now, if
Oh,
John wants to say something and ask you politely,
the dig at Tipster was kind of unnecessary.
Well, I'm so sorry, but I have to put Tipster in his place when he opens his mouth.
You know what, John? You know, in fairness to John here, you know, I don't want to completely derail your interview. I think I pretty much said what I had to say here, but I got one more thing to say to Otter before I dip out.
Go ahead.
If you can't handle the fucking smoke, don't swing, bro, because I will swing back.
Well,
100%.
guess what? If you actually go to the smoke, you're gonna gain the fire on yourself. So there you go.
Okay, whatever, dude. Peace out, John.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me on.
Peace out, Tipster.
So okay, Otter. So
yeah,
but it's just like I noticed that like you tweeted earlier. I forget exactly what the tweet was. It was a quote tweet from YouTube Shorts, about promoting Shorts, right? Because
okay, this actually gets into the interview, and it's
for those of you guys don't know.
What the hell just happened? What I think I just
You just put it all the way back.
Okay, well, all right. There's a. Let me go this way here. Let's see if they have the transcript up. I'll see if they have the transcript ready, and if they do, yeah, okay, they do.
So, anyways, what's your guys' thought on socks?
Okay, so I found the part that I want to listen to.
Oh, we're talking about socks real quick.
You're gonna calm down. Is what you're doing.
Tuxman, what's your thoughts on socks real quick?
Hate socks.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
No, socks are fine. Let's listen to this, guys, because it's anyway. Just please.
No, in all seriousness, Tipster, thank you for coming on. It's been a fun couple of streams.
Yeah, we had a fun little like Sam Cedar moment there, and I think it was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. Guys, I pulled off my first successful gay op.
Yeah, it was funny. Like when I saw, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't know. I just admitted. Okay.
So, all right. So there we go. Here's my question. Again, I'm gonna say this unequivocally. Nerdy's channel. Nerdy do whatever he wants to. The way I do things is the way I do things. But does this paint, in y'all's opinion, does this him admitting to doing this gay app, which I guess that's insinuating that he'd set this up with Tipster to
Toxic, you go first.
I didn't get asked the question yet.
So does this put Nerdy in a bad light by if he did set this up ahead of time with Tipster to come in and blindside the GamingOtter? And and not to say that GamingOtter didn't deserve it from what I've seen with the back and forth and stuff on Twitter or whatever.
I would say there's an argument for it, but me personally, I don't care. Like, it's just stupid YouTube rules that Morally, sure, but like at the same time, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. And again, like I said, if you hadn't have done it too, right, then we wouldn't have even had all this stuff to kind of go over. You wouldn't have got a stream out of me today, folks. How about that?
Sure.
You know how selective I am on doing stuff anymore. And I just thought this was literally gay drama that I could actually, kind of get my, some yucks and we did get some yucks and funnies and stuff out of this. Seth, what do you think?
Okay, here's my low-key opinion on it. Okay. Yeah. This GamingOtter person is fucking homosexual.
Yeah.
Tipster is a fucking homosexual.
Okay.
And Nerdy John is a fucking homosexual.
Yeah. And they talked about that actually again, because there's always been this excuse me, there's always been this thing about Nerdy John,
being a selfish lover.
Being a selfish lover, and that was brought up, that, and Nerdy says, yeah, he's had gay men, perform oral sex on
as
him.
opposed to straight men performing oral sex on him.
What, can straight men perform oral sex on another man?
Well, that's why it's kind of, extra that you had to throw the gay in there.
So you're saying I was just being a little bit too obvious?
Yeah, you're being superfluous with your
superfluous.
Words, bro.
Okay, fine. So Nerdy says.
Anyway, yeah, Dirty is gay. He's fucking gay, bro. He's dead as gay, and it's just for real on that.
Yeah. Anyway, so guys, that is.
Nietzsche's requesting that we talk more about sucking dick on the stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? I don't see that. Where is that?
Can we possibly talk more about sucking dick this stream? That's what she said.
I'm looking here through the chat, and I'm not seeing that.
Okay, well, anyway, she's requesting that we talk more about sucking dick. So.
Well, I can't talk anything about it. No.
Have you ever seen a guy suck dick?
Have I ever seen a guy? No.
Okay. Has a guy ever sucked your dick?
No.
Okay. What about you, Tuxing?
Same answers.
Same answers?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I've never done any of those either, just to be clear. Dude, Nietzsche deleted her message. So anyways, guys,
I don't think Nietzsche deleted. No, whoa. I don't think Nietzsche deleted anything. I think you just made all that up. I think you're trying to throw shade. I think you're throwing a little smoke at Nietzsche. Are you trying to beef with Nietzsche? Are you trying to beef with Nietzsche now?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
But it's all the incest.
Beef burdens, bro. That's what I'm trying to get from Nietzsche.
No, that's Toxic. Toxic has a thing for roast beef. So Nietzsche says, bro, all the incest talk got her hot. What the fuck, Seth? Really?
I mean, it's real. It's real.
God damn.
I there's just something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That and like people doing handstands.
Handstands? Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, I've got, who the hell is that Nintendo Mail in the waiting to call?
Yeah, he was in chat and he said, I also like incest. I'm really into incest. That's what he said.
Really? Well, let's bring him in and talk to him about that. Good morning there, Nintendo Mail. So
what's up, Nintendo Mail?
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah. Listen, what's up with this? Seth says that you made a comment about liking incest in chat. What the fuck's up with that, man?
What the fuck?
I just realized
when
something.
did I see that?
You know what? You sound a lot like this GamingOtter dude.
Ew. Fuck that. That guy is like...
That was fucking mean, bro.
How is it mean?
That was... Dude, Nintendo Mail, he has a bit of a lisp. He doesn't have a gay accent. That's a gay accent.
But this guy is literally bullshit. Like, I'll just tell you that much.
Yeah. So you... I've seen some of the comments in chat, and you seem to kind of know his lore. Have you watched and known about him for a while, or?
Oh fuck yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, like This guy, like, he used to be part of the gaming community. He was a part of the Nintendo community. He literally, I'm gonna put this in quotations because this is funny to mention. He sold his ass for a Switch. I'm not joking about that. He literally
Pause.
Roll that one back.
Pause. Okay, so he had sex with somebody in turn, and they bought him a Switch.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
But not only that,
That's
like
prostitution.
Yeah, his that's why people say that he's doing the Switch for Switch.
Oh my
because
God.
because this guy is like literally insane. But not only that, he's been like what do you put it? Like Etika. I'm sure many of you know who Etika is.
I know Etika.
Triforce was literally, and everybody else was scammed by this guy, and he flew one way to New York City, one way, and he knew this.
So
he flew to one way.
Okay,
Back that up again.
Whoa. Yeah, okay, back. Yeah, okay. You have to understand something, Mel. We don't know anything
No,
about
like,
this.
he
So how did
scammed
how did he scam him? What specifically is he accused of as far as the scam? What?
Like, he was accused of like scamming people. Like, he didn't have enough money to buy a Switch. He didn't come prepared, but he knew what he was doing, essentially.
Okay, hang on. Okay. I'm not following you. I don't understand. If he decided to sell his body and turn for a Switch, that
was like after.
Okay, hang on. That could be prostitution, but I don't know how that's a scam.
Like, jeez. Like, in my personal opinion, like.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. To me, we have to understand. We have to first. Okay. To me, a scam is offering something and then not following through with it for money.
Yes, and he did that. Like,
so he didn't really give the dude his ass. I mean,
no, he did.
Okay, so that's not a scam.
This was after the Switch launch party. Sorry, like, I'm getting the timeline mixed up. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no, okay. Let me do this. So first of all, okay, you mentioned Etika. What did he have to do with Etika?
Yeah,
because he literally they quote unquote said a quote unquote GoFundMe to get him back home, but instead he used that
to get who back home?
GamingOtter.
Okay,
so he went to. I'm guessing he went to Etika's either.
But
like,
they
funeral
manipulated
or
him.
something,
They
right?
manipulated him to do that bullshit. And he didn't use that money.
Stop.
And he used that money for something else.
Okay, we're getting. Okay, I don't want like minute by minute, but I think to me. So let me see if I'm understanding this. So GamingOtter flew to New York for this Twitch or Switch whatever launch. Etika was part of it. He got out there. He had enough money for a one-way ticket. He didn't get round trip.
No, he flew one way. He has enough money to get back, but he chose one way.
Okay, so he bought a one-way ticket. So he flies to New York, and when he gets out there, he doesn't have a Switch or anything. So he
quote unquote did enough money for a Switch, but he had enough for gifts and stuff.
Okay, so he has a little butt sex, in turns gets money, the person buys him a Switch, whatever. Anyway, irrespective, butt sex equates a Switch, so he gets a Switch, and he
doesn't get the Switch. He doesn't get it on that day.
So he got scammed. So he got butt fucked, and he didn't get the Switch for it.
No, he didn't get the Switch because he quote unquote didn't have enough money. But
whoa! Stop! You said he gave up the booty to get the Switch, and now you're saying he did.
That was like after. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, that was after.
Oh,
that was after the Switch launch party.
Okay. Listen. I speak fluent Nintendo Mail. So Nintendo Mail, what you're saying is he flies out there, he buys a one-way ticket, and then he says he doesn't have money for the way back, and he starts a GoFundMe to get money for the ticket back.
Yes, but
and then he doesn't spend it on the ticket.
Yes.
Okay, so what did he spend the GoFundMe money on?
Scam, yeah.
Yeah, that's a scam. What did he spend the money on then instead, Nintendo?
That I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Like, from what I heard, it's like gaming equipment and stuff like that for his 3DS.
Okay, all right.
Which he was there to buy. Like everyone else that was there was to buy a Switch, and buy like the some like of the stuff for the Switch and the accessories and stuff.
This is all alleged then, isn't?
So okay, but here's
this was during the Etika stream that happened.
So it's all out there in the open, or?
Yes, and like I think I have it up because I know like someone posted it about this happening, and I know maybe. Let's see. Yep, here we go. The evisceration of Street Pass Princeton. Just
okay. I'm gonna take your word for it. We're not gonna watch it. I'm not that. This is several years ago. This is several years ago, right?
Yeah, and then currently, like afterwards, he said that Triforce was a mean ass like bitch and stuff like that, and then like how do I put this? They after the Switch launch party and after like he did the butt fuck for the Switch, they
butt fuck for the Switch.
Yep, the Switch for the Switch, the Switch for the Switch. Basically, Triforce and Preston got quote-unquote along after that and quote-unquote paid him back. I'm going to put that in quotations. But then goes back and backstabs him when he was trying to help Princeton out.
Okay.
So, basically manipulated him.
Okay.
That's why I said the Switch for the Switch.
Okay.
So what you're saying, what I'm understanding here is this the GamingOtter has got a very murky past, and he's
he's doing the same bullshit, and the $35K that he's spending on is mostly for like gear, like better, like a laptop, basically a mic, a camera, etc. Not for his brother's heart condition.
But why would he need all that stuff? But here's my question: why would he need all that stuff if he doesn't have a residence, right? I mean, he's homeless, correct?
Simple, very, very simple.
Okay.
He claims he's homeless, but he's not.
Oh, okay. So he's not homeless. Okay.
He's not homeless. He's a manipulative fucking scumbag.
So this is all a grift, is what you're saying?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He does because he's so fucking sensitive. Which, to be fair, like, why would you do this? This is just, to me, this is just frustrating.
Sure.
Because this guy's done it before. Continue.
Okay,
sorry.
So let me ask you a question, Nintendo Mail. Are you and this guy, were you ever at any point in time like friends or compadres or anything? Okay.
Did you fuck him in the ass, Nintendo Mail? Answer now.
No, I didn't do the Switch for Switch. What the fuck?
So
did you fuck him in the ass? Be honest.
No.
Okay, so
be honest.
So hang on. All right, he said no. All right. So then why does this upset you so?
No, like, he's pulling the same bullshit. That's why.
Okay, I get that. But listen, All right, Nintendo, you've
and
been around.
he quote unquote like learned from his mistakes.
Okay,
Right.
but all right, listen, Nintendo, you've been around inside of this sphere and
Inside of this guy?
Yeah, for like a long time. That's
Give me a
what
second.
That's okay.
Oh my god. Dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Nintendo Mail fucked him.
What? What are you talking about?
All right, so
Nintendo Mail, I can't believe you had
all
sex
I would
with
say
this
is,
guy.
all I would say is I wouldn't get upset about this, honestly.
All I can say is you could do a lot better, Nintendo Mail.
So I have a question because there was a thing put in chat, Nintendo, and there was something that was in chat saying that about you and Burn.
Burn fucking like hates me.
No, it was something
Well,
like
hang
address
on.
the Burn gay lover allegations.
Yeah.
So people are saying that you and Burn are gay lovers.
That's false.
It's false.
So not Burn fucking hating you, but Burn hate fucking you.
Yeah.
No, Burn just hates me.
You switched the words around.
Yep, that was. Yep.
Why does
for real.
Burn hate you?
That I don't know. He never said.
That is burning the world.
True,
I know
he does
why.
say everybody.
I know why. It's because Nintendo chose to have gay sex with the Gaming the Otter instead of Burn. And Burn just-
No, the reason why Burn is mad at Otter because he didn't get fucked by Burn didn't get fucked by Blacks. That's why.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in, Nintendo, and
Yeah,
sharing
I
some
know
of
it's
that
a
lore with
lot
us.
confusing.
It is a lot, and I do appreciate you.
Sometimes
and-
I'm very hard at like talking.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's not necessarily you. Sometimes just trying to convey so much information that happened years ago can be a little daunting, and I do appreciate you trying to share that with us. So anyway, you have a great day, buddy. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Just
okay. So all right. So K Huck is next, and I'll get you in a second, JFA. What happened? Where did K Huck go? She just disappeared.
Yeah, she didn't want nothing to do with
She
you.
said, "Fuck off."
I don't blame her. I would have. Okay, so I'll go ahead and bring in JFA then. All right, loser. I mean JFA. What's
Hi,
up, buddy?
JFA.
Hey, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm here for the Nintendo person in the background.
So I want your opinion, JFA. I mean, you've got your fingers on the pulse of all the drama that's always going on out there in the world, because that's where you reside. What do you is this not like truly gay drama?
This is zero testosterone whatsoever.
You don't think gay men have no testosterone?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm pretty sure there are gay men out there that can kick my ass. Just this particular case, zero T.
Zero. Okay. So you found that whole blood sports or whatever it was between Tipster and the Gaming Otter. Did you find that boring?
I'm sure it was interesting to someone, like somebody's boring housewife, you know.
Hey,
somebody was interested in that.
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah, that's not what people asked you though. He asked you if you found it boring.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was literally in the chat just heckling the whole time.
So let me ask you a question. Of all the stuff, because there's a lot of stories going on right now out there, right, in the drama sphere. What is, in your personal opinion, what is the best drama that's going on right now?
This is going to be a little biased, but Tommy C versus Chad versus that crowd. Oh, and Aiden too.
Yeah.
I'll mention him too.
Yeah. You find all that interesting?
Funny.
Funny.
It's more like it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what is your take on all that? What is your opinion?
My opinion on the whole thing. Well, I haven't watched every single Chud Logic stream to really give like a definitive take. Is he snaky? Probably. I don't know enough about him to give a definitive statement on that. Is Tommy overreacting maybe just a little bit with people giving him jabs here and there? Definitely.
Yeah.
But then again, he's made for great content. I've never seen him this fired up in a long time. I'm all for it. And whatever it is he decides to do, I'm pretty sure he's going to come out just fine. He's done this before. I think the worst case before this was the Keemstar brigading.
Yeah, I was around back. I was around back then, and I agree. This, to me, what makes this, I don't want to publicly go out and say all this shit that I'm fixing to say. Sure, why not? For the longest time, of course, I'm a Tommy C supporter, so I'm biased as well. But for the longest time, it seemed like to me, a lot of these stories and things like that Tommy covered, you know, whether it be brought to him by Matt or now he's got Jenny doing it, you know, whatever is Jeannie, I'm sorry, in the what do you call it, producer role or whatever. It just seems like Tommy didn't really, I mean, he covered it and whatever and stuff, but he didn't care. I guess is the only way I would put it. It really wasn't that important to him. This one is important to him, right? He's invested in it, and so there is a new energy about him, right? There's more passion in his conversations and the way he puts on and does it and stuff, right? And so this does remind me of the old Tommy C shot from the point streams back in the day. Back around the period of time where he was going up against people like FaZe Banks and Keemstar and who was another one?
You see why I say it's interesting, Pete Pause? Like he's going through this with some knowledge behind him, not like when he went against Hey Watch Your Mouth with the whole Kingdom Hearts thing.
Yeah.
He's got a little know-how behind his back this time, so this is going to make for an interesting battle, so to speak.
So from that aspect, I do agree with you. I think, some of the stuff seems to be a little bit hyperbolic, but again, that's where the entertainment comes from, right? The over exaggeration of things and what have you, which is being done by everybody, right? On all sides of the thing. And so, and here's what I will say. It's kind of refreshing in the sense that it's not some sort of degeneracy, really. You know, it's just, I don't like this guy. I believe this guy did X, Y, and Z. I think it's snaky. I think this guy's shifty. So, I mean, it's not, you know, so that, you know, it's
talking about Aiden,
Chud, you know, all of that, right? So I think that's, you know, and of course them coming at him with the age-old antics of drunken Uncle Tommy C, tinfoil Tommy, those things that, you know.
That's what they do. That's all they do over there is just take pot shots, and it's for entertainment value. I agree on that.
Sure.
But then you have it, they go a little too personal, you know, because they do know that, like tinfoil, for example, he didn't like that.
Yeah.
Isn't like we call him tinfoil. Like the little things that they know they do, it is definitely there to pick on and aggravate the old man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I kind of agree with you on that. It's one of the dramas that I've actually kind of watched, and you know, and I tune into Tommy's streams and stuff and listen to him, what have you. And I don't dislike Chud or anything like that, but his streams are so stinking long. Right, that I just I just can't, you know, like, right, how long have I been going this morning? I've been going for 2 hours this morning, which is a shocker to me because most time after an hour I'm done, I'm ready to hang it up or whatever, right? But I've had some really cool people.
Is dinner ready?
No, it's just I've had some really cool people to interact with and talk with this morning. You know, Seth, thank you so much for agreeing to do it with me this morning. Toxic, you know,
can I ask a JFA a question?
You can ask whatever you want.
No.
JFA, is it true you had Lyme disease?
No, it never was proven. Went to a doctor multiple times. No Lyme disease here. It's about my face, Seth. You want to see my gross, fucked up face?
I've already seen it. I just wanted to ask if it was about llamas.
No. What you seen was you saw Beaver's face. You never saw my face, all right? It was on
I saw
flag,
both of
remember?
your faces.
You've never seen my fucking face. Sorry,
seen your
sweetheart. Come
face.
to the United States. I swear to
I've
God,
seen-
I'll give you citizenship. You'll see my face.
I might take you up on it, JFA, if you show me your
There you
mental
go.
face. And if you admit
You'll
that
see
you have
my-
Lyme disease.
You'll see my Harvey Dent face, no problem. No Lyme disease, sorry, honey, but I do have the blue side of my face. You know, the Harvey Dent. There you go. Yeah, I do have a fucked up face. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I
I'll wear the
appreciate
Phantom of the
that
Opera
about you.
mask when I meet you. Of course.
No,
I'm upfront
no,
about that.
I like when people have like all fucked up faces.
Ooh.
That's
We may have to
something I
end this
like
early
about
there,
you.
Riveter. We might have to end this early.
Me and JFA gotta go do something. Pull up the stream.
Pull up
Yeah.
what stream?
No, pull off the stream.
Oh, you're
Oh,
saying
Yeller.
oh, you're saying kill the stream. You're saying end the stream.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I think that's probably fair enough. K-Huck said she had to go, so she's not going to call back in or whatever, but I appreciate her hanging out with us and what have you. I appreciate all you guys in the chat hanging out with us today. I think this was probably one of the funniest gay dramas I've ever seen. And there's nothing wrong with gay drama. I think gay drama is entertaining.
Well, I've got gay friends.
I'm sorry, Peepaw. Big disagree. Degenerate month was is already over. All right, wait till next year.
Oh, God. Why you got so much hate? Anyway, listen, guys. Thank you.
Save it for next year.
Save it for next year. Listen, thanks for tuning in. Remember, guys, always.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
hold on. Midnight asked where my Twitter is. I deleted it.
Yes, Seth is going cold turkey. She's quitting social media. She's quit smoking, and she's quit evidently having personal relationships with people. She is going to crawl into a hole and just self-isolate. So, yeah.
Yep.
Nietzsche says she's copying her because that's what she always does.
It's because I
Nietzsche
love
also
me.
says I have AIDS. Are we taking Nietzsche at face value? I mean, for God's sake, she ordered your Peepaw shirt from some phony
face
Chinese Teespring. Yeah, face value. Yes, I said I went there. I'm not afraid of facing the reality that my face will never be the same again.
Oh my God. Anyway, listen, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate it. Remember, keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.